Once again, look, I welcome all of you back to this amazing community which is growing very, very fast. We thank you all, our current supporters. We ask you to continue supporting us, keep motivating the crew on the ground, Elliot, Clement on the ground, doing the actual hard work. So thank you very much for joining us again, and welcome to another timeless edition of this effort that we are bringing to you on Ace Farm. So welcome. If you are new here, you are welcome to the group. Join us, subscribe, like what we are doing, share with your friends, and let's grow this community together. If you are already a member here, we thank you very much for all the support here. Continue supporting us. So today it is all about the housing structures, the environment where we grow our animals. Just bearing in mind that we are in the tropics, and some of the typical characteristics of the tropics are, heavy rains, high temperature, high humidity, and for this reason, we believe that housing, regardless, honestly, housing for a rabbit farm should be appropriately designed to suit the environment, so that we can then optimize the benefit that we are going to get from our housing or our hatches in such a way that it does not impede the animals' well-being, the animals' growth, but rather it enhances the animals' growth so that we can derive a better yield. So today it is all about how we went about designing our housing structures, the various stages from day one, how we started super small, then we did further research and so on, and we grew. Eventually we settled on a particular size and so forth. And so I'm just going to walk you through the whole journey. So just follow us on this video journey as we continue, and let's continue learning. Okay, cool. As you can see from the area view, we've planted tall palm trees, fruit trees, just to create an environment of shade. These trees and branches also stop the heavy wind from having direct access to these animals. So we've basically created an environment which cools down. So there's a lot of shade areas. Okay. We've gone ahead and planted hedges that surrounds the entire farm, so that there is no direct access from any person from outside. You have to go through the various hedges and fences before you get closer to the animals. And so with this, that creates almost a safe environment for the animals. The animals can see trees and branches as opposed to seeing people walking past by. So so the farm is basically positioned under these trees. You can see the trees are between the cages. Perhaps one care that you must take is that the leaves do not go and touch your cages, because the animals can sometimes end up eating on this leaf, and if it is not a very healthy leaf, then we might be in trouble. We started very small. Look at some of our initial cages. We experimented, continue with more experiments, set up a close small farm until we eventually settled on a specific measurement. And that is what now we translated into our mass housing construction. So the measurement for our final wooden housing structures follows. I see Elliot is on standby. Elliot, take it away.
Hello viewers, welcome once again to Ace Farm. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Click on the bell button so that every video we post, you'll be the first to have it. Let us know your comments in the comment section. Let's interact. So today we are bringing you coverage on our hatches. We have two types of hatches on the farm. We have the wire mesh, the ones made of just wire mesh wood and bolts and nuts, and we have the wooden hatches. We have the wooden hatches. So here are the wooden hatches. These are the old ones. So you can see that they are looking good, and then I'll be showing you the layout of the wire mesh in it, how it was constructed. Okay, so let's get inside. So you can see how the wire mesh is aligned in the cage. It is not outside of it, it is inside, right on the wood. So if you are planning of having a wooden cage, kindly make sure your wire mesh is well aligned in it, because if it's not, you would find difficulties cleaning inside, especially when the pools or the stools are stacked in the cage. And when the pools remain in the cage, you know it's going to affect your animal. It's going to affect your rabbit. Okay, and so you can see the wire mesh has already started rusting. Be careful the wire mesh you buy, okay, because this, if you are not careful, can cause sore hooks to your animal. If you don't know your ways about treating sore hooks, then you would be in a big trouble. Okay, so one disadvantage of using these cages has to do with the wood. You know, with the water system, when your rabbits go to drink water, the droplets fall on the wood. Okay, and if it doesn't dry off quickly and it continues like that, it's going to be a habitat for ectoparasites or bacteria. And so when they go back to drink water, they may get into contact with these bacteria and then suffer diseases. So you always have to clean or make it airy, make your environment airy a bit, so that when the air blows, it can dry off that area quickly, so your rabbits will be safe. And so with this cage, you have a lot of materials in building them. You have the locker, you have the hinges, and even the hinges you have to use nails, you know, to clip it firm into the wood. And even the wire mesh beneath the cage has to do with nails. You know, you have to use a lot of nails to hold the wire mesh against the wood so it can be firm. So, and then the measurement is 3 by 2. You can see 3 by 2. It's spacious for the animal, you know, with a litter box. You can see that the rabbit still has some space in it to hoover around. Okay, don't encroach your animal in a tight space. It should be spacious enough for your rabbits to move about. It should be spacious enough for them to move about. It helps the growth of the young ones. And so that is the wooden cages. And so let's move to the newly built cages, ones made of wire mesh. So here are the newly built cages. And so with this one, you would see that the old cages, the roof is aluminium, and then the urine of the rabbit is so acidic that it makes the roof rust early. And so with the new one, we've used the fiberglass, okay? The fiberglass roof is made of rubber, okay, that can withstand the urine. Okay, so if you're planning of building a cage or hatches for your rabbits, I think the fiberglass is the best. It's the best. It doesn't rust, it withstands the urine of your rabbits. And so here, like I said, is only the wire mesh, the wood, and then the bolts and nuts. So you have the bolt here that is used to hold the cage, the wire mesh against the wood, okay, firmly. So with this one, it's easily accessible, and you can see that the door is not made of hinges, nails, and what have you. It's just the wire mesh that is used in making a locker. Very simple to open. That is a hybrid from a pure breed line. And so here, with this very cage, if I have a problem on the cage, all I have to do is to unscrew from this angle, and then unscrew from that angle, and then the back as well. Take out the cage, fix the problem, and then screw it back. It's just a screw. So you screw out, take out the cage, fix the problem, and then you screw it back. That is how easy it is to handle. So you can see the doors easy. And then with the wire mesh, this is galvanized, okay, galvanized, and it's the best. It does not rust, and it's good for the animal. It has an advantage of the urine system. You know, the urine is it's good, can be used as manure and then pesticide. So you can see the urine system at the back. Okay, we are collecting the urines when we are using them to grow our crops. You can see we already have some here, and we have more containers on the farm to save more. It won't go waste. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button, so when we post any video, you'll be the first to have it. Let's know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's interact to learn. And thank you for following us.
And so, guys, you've seen it all. We are in the tropics, and therefore we design our cages to suit the tropical environment. We have, intentionally planted tall trees, palm trees, fruit trees, banana trees, to create an environment of a forestry or a quiet, calmer environment for the animals to thrive very well. And so overall, the takeaway from this session really is that you design your structures appropriately for the environmental condition that you have. That's the first part. The second part, just remember that we are in the tropics. There is high humidity, there is heavy torrential rainfalls at times, and the temperatures are fairly heavy or high as well. So we design in such a way that we have frequent airflow in the area, to remove any dense clogging areas. We design our cages to be self-cleaning, okay, and then we design our cages, those with the wood, in such a way that we do not create environment which can fester and allow diseases to progress. So these for me are some of the critical learning curve that we took from Ace Farm. So henceforth, copy the information, learn from it, go back to the drawing table, experiment over and over and over again, and then choose the best solution that works for you. Okay, so without much ado, all the best, guys. Bye.